Good morning, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of Joliet Junior College, thank you so much for being here with us this morning for our first ever Joliet Junior College State of the College event. My name is Bob Wunderlich. I'm the chairman of the board at Joliet Junior College. I'd like to say a few words before we hand this over to Dr. Judy Mitchell, who has some great updates to share with you. This year, we are celebrating our 115th anniversary and decided what better way to celebrate than to share our accomplishments and future initiatives with you, our communities, industry partners, and elected officials are important to our success as a college. We want to share the good things we've been doing with you. I've been a trustee at the college for nearly 40 years. I've seen JJC evolve into the institution it is today. A college with state-of-the-art facilities, innovations in academics, and a key resource for generations of traditional students, non-traditional students, local businesses, and organizations. In fact, I was here for the 75th anniversary celebration. I think I was about 12. While so many things have changed, people, locations, and numbers of students, etc., what has remained the same is our dedication to be your first choice. To mark this occasion, Senator Pat McGuire has provided an Illinois State Senate recognition. Unfortunately, Pat couldn't be here today, so I'd like to read aloud the sentiments that are shared in this recognition. State of Illinois Senate recognition. The Illinois Senate of the 99th General Assembly of the State of Illinois acknowledges Joliet Junior College in recognition of its 115th anniversary, celebrating over a century of educational excellence from 1901 to 2016, and extends its congratulations and best wishes on this momentous occasion. Signed by Senator Pat McGuire, John Cullerton, Senate President, and Tim Anderson, Secretary of State. Very nice, and thank you for all the legislatures that are here with us today and support Joliet Junior College. With that, I'd like you to join me in welcoming our new interim president, Dr. Judy Mitchell, who will give us this morning's presentation. Dr. Mitchell has been a part of our JJC family for nearly 20 years, and we are lucky to have her at the helm. Dr. Mitchell.
Good morning, and thank you for coming this morning. As you all know, summer is very busy for all of us, and we had a lot of competition in planning this event. We have the Legislative Symposium going on in Chicago. I believe the Will County Government Golf Outing is this morning. And so a lot of important functions, but for those of you that attended today, we thank you for taking time of your busy day to stop in and visit with us this morning. At the same time, I just want to, before I begin, let you know that I do have my phone with me this morning, which is very unusual. But the reason is that I am soon to be a new grandma for the first time. So if my daughter does happen to text, know that this will be the fastest speech you've ever heard. So as Chairman Wunderlich had said, I've had the pleasure of serving in the role of interim president since March of 2016, but know that in addition to the privilege, I have been fortunate to work at Joliet Junior College for nearly 20 years. Over the past 5 months, I've received a great deal of support, both internally and externally, and for that, I'm extremely grateful. Joliet Junior College is an excellent institution filled with wonderful faculty and staff, and of course, we have the best students. Every morning I walk through our doors, I'm excited about the opportunities we make available to our college district. I've invested much of my career at Joliet Junior College and have lived in the college district for 36 years. I truly care about the college, our students, our communities, and serving partners like you. My philosophy is simple, that our people are our greatest assets. I believe strongly in supporting Joliet Junior College employees to encourage positive morale and in turn, our employees providing excellent service to our students to help them succeed. I also believe that external stakeholders like each one of you today are the college's preferred partners for education training. You play a significant role in making the college a successful education and economic engine that drives growth in our region. You are critical partners in helping us meet this mission, and today I will hopefully give you a snapshot of how our collective efforts have led to innovation in programs, opportunities, resources, and so much more. My assessments are this: we have a lot to be proud of over the last 12 months, despite the instability of our state finances and change in leadership. So a few highlights before we begin. The college has received in the past year an impressive 5-year, $2.1 million grant from the U.S. Department of Education for Title III, which will help to improve student engagement and achievement at Joliet Junior College. Our student persistence rates, those students who continue from fall to spring, have also increased this past year by 3%, from 65.8 to 68.8%. We launched our 2016-19 strategic plan that involved everyone from faculty to staff to students to our partners in business and industry, our donors, our alumni, and elected officials. I'll share some preliminary successes from our plan later in the presentation. And most recently, the class of 2015 increased its number of graduates to 1,861 students, up 7.4% from last year. We do so many wonderful things at the college, and it's impossible to cover everything in one morning. However, what I do hope you see this morning is a thumbnail sketch of the great things we do through our wonderful valued partnerships in your investment in Joliet Junior College. Now, before I get into specifics, I'd like to introduce our Board of Trustees and other elected officials who have joined us this morning. When your name is called, please give a little wave or stand, and I ask that everyone hold their applause until the end of each group. Our elected officials this morning: Mayor Pat Brennan from Manuka, Kathy Hilton, representative from Senator McDermott's office, State Senator Jennifer Bertino Tarrant, State Representative Larry Walsh Jr., Mayor Bob Odekirk, Mayor of Joliet, John Schultes from Senator Resin's office, Deborah Jo Kinsella from the Grundy County Board, and State Senator Mike Hastings. Let's give them a round of applause. And now our elected JJC Board of Trustees. We have Chairman Robert Wunderlich this morning. Vice Chair Andy Mahalich was unable to attend, as well as Secretary Maureen Broderick. Trustee Mike O'Connell is here with us this morning. And we're also missing Trustee Patty Deiters, who unfortunately had to work today, Trustee Alicia Morales, and then our student trustee Kathleen DeWong. I can't thank them all enough. And finally, I could not do what I'm doing without the wonderful and ongoing support of my senior leadership team. So I'd like to introduce to you this morning Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Randy Fletcher, Vice President of Student Development, Dr. Yolanda Isaacs, Interim Vice President of Administrative Services, Jeff Heap, Director of Information Technology, Jim Sir, Interim Director of Human Resources, Judy Connolly, Chief of Staff, Linda Smith, and definitely last but not least, Kelly Roeder, my Director of Communications and External Relations. Kelly is responsible for pulling together and arranging this wonderful event this morning, so thank you, Kelly. And now let's get started. So as you know, JJC is the nation's first public community college. We began in 1901, where we served 6 students in Joliet Township High School. Today, the college serves nearly 35,000 students. We offer 184 programs of study, covering transfer degrees, occupational training and education, and workforce development. So not only do we help our students transfer to four-year universities, we provide occupational training and education that leads directly to employment, adult education and literacy programs, and workforce development services throughout the district. Speaking of our district, we serve urban, suburban, and rural communities. Our college district covers parts of 7 counties within a 1,442 square mile. Multiple locations also exist to serve our residents throughout the district, including our main campus, City Center campus, Romeoville, Morris Education Center, Whitendorf Education Center, and multiple locations throughout the district. The college serves over 700,000 residents in Will, Grundy, Kendall, LaSalle, Kankakee, Livingston, and Cook counties. Now I'd like to share with you a little information about our diverse student body. In academic year 2014-2015, JJC served 35,000 total students, which is a blend of credit and non-credit classes. Of our credit-seeking students, more are attending school part-time. In fact, in fall 2015, 5,327 students were full-time as compared to 9,617 registered as part-time. What I really want to focus on, and you can see with the slide in front of you, are the change in our demographics over the past 20 years. As you can see, in 1995, our student population was primarily Caucasian, in fact 85%. Today, our student population looks much different. We serve 59% Caucasian, 25% Latino, 10% African American, and 3% Asian. Following this fall semester, the college will reaffirm our Latino population count and then seek approval from the U.S. Department of Education to designate JJC as a Hispanic serving institution, and we're very proud of that. Appreciating that we do have a changing student body, the college has continued to expand our student support services through our Multicultural Student Affairs Office and International Student Services Office to ensure we meet the needs of a changing and diverse student body. JJC also remains very affordable. Our goal is meeting the needs of our students, which also takes a great deal of consideration when we look at the cost for them to attain and achieve their academic goals. The Board of Trustees and Administration work diligently to ensure we maintain access and affordability as represented on this slide. An average semester for a JJC full-time student, the cost is $3,750 as compared to over $13,000 for an Illinois four-year public college and $30,000 for a private institution. So we're 10% of the cost of a private institution. So although significantly lower, we do know that 30% of our students require some form of financial aid via MAP, Pell, or scholarships. As a result, we've also increased our financial literacy opportunities for our students to help them make informed decisions pertaining to achieving their academic goals. I also thought it might help to share with you additional information regarding JJC's tuition rates in comparison to our peer institutions. As you can see from the graph, South Suburban College is currently at $152 per credit hour, where McHenry is at $110 per credit hour. Joliet Junior College remains competitive at $115 per credit hour. Student success is also everyone's business at Joliet Junior College, and we stress that, faculty and staff and administration. And I believe that our low tuition rates and the great planning and initiatives spelled out in our strategic enrollment plan, an initiative of Dr. Yolanda Isaacs, contributes to the success we've had over the past 5 years. A number of our graduates have increased by 34.7% from 1,382 in 2011 to 1,861 students in 2015. Our persistence rates, as a reminder, those students returning from fall to spring semester, have also increased. 7 of 10 returned from fall 2015 to spring 2016. Those are great achievements, and we're extremely proud of those numbers. As I mentioned when we started this morning, community colleges are many things to many people, and we could not accomplish all of our goals without the tremendous support of our valued partnerships. Within our 184 programs, additional areas supporting our growth and retention are the unique new programs which have been added to the curriculum. For example, Amy Murphy, our Director of Corporate and Community Services, took the lead on our JJC's Maker Lab. Congressman Foster brought the mobile Fab Lab to JJC for a couple days in 2013 to host a community exploration. After the successful open house, Amy knew we needed to develop our own Maker Lab on campus. Formally opened in spring 2016, the JJC Maker Lab, which is open to the public, is a facility where users can design and manufacture unique prototypes from a wide variety of materials using 3D printers, 3D scanners, and 3D carving machines. Congressman Foster was so excited he joined us at our grand opening and voiced his support of the college, recognizing the importance of these labs and spurring the interest in science and technology among students and the members of our community. The Maker Lab is not only open to the college community, but it has been integrated into credit programming such as architecture, engineering, and construction classes, as well as our orthotics and prosthetics program. So know that membership opportunities are available to faculty, staff, students, and our community and business members. Another great program is that of our Operations and Engineering Technician. This program is also truly representative of what community colleges do best. We form partnerships in conjunction with business and industry, our elected officials, and our expert faculty team, then design programs to train skilled workers to fill much needed jobs in the district. JJC developed the OET program with the support of Senator Sue Resin and several local employers in response to anticipated industry growth and an increasing number of retirees in the coming years. With many expected openings and well-paying, stable jobs in the local petrochemical, nuclear, and manufacturing industries. Students accepted into the program will be able to pursue an associate degree in either operations engineering or as an operations technician. This photo is a great example of what I love most about Joliet Junior College. Alexander Mann of Morris shared the following testimonial with me to share with you this morning. He said, "This program provides an industry expert to teach one of the core classes. Instructor Joe Ruth from Exelon has been vital to sharing the real aspect of what these careers are all about. I plan to apply what I'm learning in the classroom to my career. What a great example of these partnerships and what they do for our students and the community." JJC continues to work closely with partners like Oxable Liquid Products, Exelon, Lyondell-Basell, Grundy Area Vocational Center, Coal City School District, TransCanada, and Grundy Economic Development Council to develop curriculum and ensure that our students are learning the precise skills employers will be looking for in their future employees. This next photo was also taken during our OET Lab Tour with many of our valued partners. The highlights of this event were remarks by Illinois Secretary of Education Elizabeth Purvis, with a $10,000 check presented by TransCanada, who have been, again, wonderful supporters, allowing us to purchase equipment for this great program. Since that time, TransCanada donated an additional $45,000 for a total of $55,000 for this growing program to again continue to purchase more equipment. As a result, 10 students are now enrolled, 7 in the engineering track and 3 in the technician track. And if this isn't good enough, Exelon provided scholarship assistance to students within this program. And on top of that, our internship opportunities were also presented to the college through summer of 2016. And we'd also like to thank Lyondell-Basell, Exelon, Manhattan Mechanical, and Starcon. So more fantastic news about our great partners. Did you know that JJC has the largest foundation of all Illinois community colleges? $21 million in assets and $12 million in endowments, thanks to the great work of Executive Director Christy Mulvey and her staff. Our foundation provides $50,000 annually through the Awards for Excellence program, which recognizes innovative projects developed by academic areas. Our foundation also awards nearly $800,000 in annual and endowed scholarships each year. These scholarships, many which are curriculum specific, are both financial need and merit awards for part-time and full-time students. Both individual donors and corporations fund these valuable scholarships. The JJC Foundation also works extremely well within our community. Citgo recently funded the STEM grant for $20,000 and donated an additional $250,000 to fund endowed scholarships. Amazon donated $5,000 to our Veterans Program when they opened their new Joliet Fulfillment Center off of Laraway. Lyondell Basell has donated $20,000 in the past 2 years to help with our process control and instrumentation technology program. ExxonMobil supports our Veterans Center by funding a textbook scholarship. And TransCanada donated the $55,000 in fiscal year 16 for the OET program. The photo above was taken with our student veterans after Amazon made their $5,000 donation to the JJC Veterans Center, highlighting the company's commitment to hiring our veterans. The donation will support a scholarship program to assist student veterans at the school as they transition to civilian roles following their years of service. We are also proud of our new STEM Academy. On the last slide, I mentioned Citgo's recently funded STEM grant for $20,000 and $250,000 for endowed scholarships. Both will provide wonderful financial assistance to students majoring in both process control instrumentation, operations engineering technology, industrial maintenance technology, and electrical and electronic automated systems. With the STEM grant, we developed our STEM Academy, which provides for workshops, speaking engagements, opportunities to participate in STEM-specific competitions, and career exploration fairs. Throughout the proposed year of STEM-related enrichment activities, we anticipate educating over 1,000 youth and over 50 middle and high school faculty members. We believe students need to be exposed to the various career options early on in their educational career. And this type of program helps facilitate this coursework that students would take in high school in preparation for post-secondary education. It is equally important for faculty to learn about the high growth, high demand careers as well, and see firsthand the skills they are teaching to be integrated within these fields. Please know again that all of your donations are significant to the success of our program and to our students. It is our role to educate and train a skilled workforce with a state-of-the-art curriculum and tools. Your gifts make it happen. JJC also positively impacts our economy. The investment you make in JJC pays dividends. For example, JJC adds skills to our workforce and boosts the competitiveness of our area businesses. Did you know that approximately 86% of our 2011 JJC completers were employed in Illinois? That was higher than the statewide average of 77%. Did you also know that we increased the number of skilled workers in our district? Completing college means increased earnings. JJC graduates with earned Associates of Applied Science or a 2-year certificate program receive on average gains of $7,000 in salary in their first year. JJC is also one of the major employers in our district and in Will County with nearly 1,500 employees, and therefore again generating positive impacts in terms of capital investment, taxes, and employment. Another great highlight from this past year, the college embarked on creating a new strategic plan. Led by our own Jim Sir, in early 2015, JJC hosted focus groups of employees, students, business partners, and community members to gather their perspectives and input regarding the future direction of the college. Based on this comprehensive feedback, a task force of college employees drafted a strategic plan that was ultimately approved by our Board of Trustees. As a result of all of the committee's great work, we now have a new vision statement. Joliet Junior College will be the first choice. So not only do we want to be the first choice with our students, but for our high school counselors, for our employers, and for employment. This is a great place to work. In our mission statement, Joliet Junior College is an innovative and accessible institution dedicated to student learning, community prosperity, cultural enrichment, and inclusion. Joliet Junior College delivers quality, lifelong learning opportunities, empowering diverse students and the community through academic excellence, workforce training, and comprehensive support services. This is all of us together. Each of you here today can help us achieve and realize our vision, our mission, and ourselves for our community. So what were the stated outcomes from this great work? 5 strategic priorities. First, our strategic goal number 1, provide educational pathways that promote completion. This aligns with our strategic enrollment plan. One recent example is a conversation we're having on campus right now. We are working to develop 8-week courses packaging curriculum in ways that we know our students like to learn. Strategic goal number 2, improve data accessibility and integrity. Data is, as you know, is critical for any and all decision making. Right now, we are investigating new systems that streamline various processes across the campus, from employment data to student records, collecting valuable data to be used for everyday decision making. Strategic goal number 3, collaborate with our employers and the community. This is you. We have highlighted examples for you this morning of our wonderful collaborations with so many valued partners throughout our community. Our partnerships with you are invaluable. Strategic goal number 4, improve community awareness and strategic marketing. We are holding the State of the College event today as a way to successfully help us meet that goal. And finally, improve internal communications. The college has implemented a shared governance model which clarifies our decision-making process, and that in turn helps information be shared in a more consistent way. So these are just a few brief examples of how we're moving forward. The Strategic Planning Committee does a great job tracking our successes on a quarterly basis. So if you'd like to view all of our great work to date, you can find this information located on the JJC website under the link for our strategic plan. For those of you that participated in the community feedback process, we thank you for your contributions. It is your insight that helped us shape the plan and move forward to meet the needs of our college community. As I mentioned in the beginning, we continue to face funding challenges with the lack of a state budget. But at the same time, we remain focused on keeping education affordable. I'm proud of the collaboration and hard work across the institution that went into planning this year's budget. The annual budget was developed with extensive planning and input from the college community through its shared governance process and based on our 2017-2019 financial plan and annual priorities established by the Board of Trustees. Some of the budget highlights include our total operating budget for fiscal year 17 was $88.94 million, representing a slight increase of 2.07 over the fiscal year 16 budget. We projected a 1% enrollment growth over the previous year based on our student and aligning with our student enrollment management program. And we actually increased our tuition by $10. This was not a simple task. Administration met with students to explain the importance of the decision, so they were really had a sound basis for decision making, and they supported this recommendation. This $10 included covering costs for the new personnel to support student success initiatives and facility maintenance for the opening of our new City Center campus. It also allowed us to provide our match, the required grant funding match for the U.S. Department of Education, Title III, the grant supporting student engagement, persistence, and completion programs. And we made a small investment in our marketing department to help expand marketing in our college community and district. This was our 44th consecutive year that the college's operating budget has been balanced. So how do we prepare for another potential reduction from the state? The college has taken, as of July 1st, the college has taken cost-saving measures which include restricting out-of-state travel. We closed our Small Business Development Center. We are holding off on all of our capital improvement projects, and we are not filling many of our much-needed vacant positions. We have also created a revenue generating committee, a group that is busy identifying opportunities to offset these potential reductions. And more exciting news, our 2008-2013 master plan, and we also have a master plan update. So we have completed 6 major new buildings since 2008. Know that we have wisely invested our dollars to build and enhance facilities for recruitment and retention of our students. At the college's main campus, we opened the greenhouse facilities, which opened in 2009. Our facility services building, our automotive technology expansion, and the opening of our city center, our campus center, opened in 2011. Our natural sciences expansion also opened in 2012, and our beautiful health professions center, which you're seated in this morning, opened in January of 2013. If you were living in our district in 2008 when we passed the tax referendum, you helped make these projects happen, and for that, we thank you. Our ongoing master plan projects, as I mentioned, and I slipped a little bit, our city center campus, we have a lot of C's. We invested $58 million into this shared project with the state of Illinois to construct our 96,000 square foot, 6-story building at 235 North Chicago Street in downtown Joliet. The college has completed exterior work on the building, and we are now working with the state to complete the interior, which shall be completed this fall. The facility will also be the new home to the college's workforce development, adult education, and our renowned culinary arts programs. In addition to the multiple commercial-style teaching kitchens, the building will include a restaurant along Chicago Street, space for student dining, a library, general classrooms, and much-needed office space. Our grand opening will be in January 2017, just in time for spring semester classes. Our Romeoville campus. Over the last 10 years, enrollment at Romeoville has grown 45%, with current enrollment trends topping out at 4,000 students. The college's master plan called out for additional space for academic programming and student development services to respond to this growth. This 50,028 square foot expansion, slated to be open for fall 2017 classes, will include space for student services, the bookstore, cafeteria, classrooms, laboratories, space for campus police, and faculty and adjunct offices. The next slide is an interior rendering of the front door. When you walk in, you'll see the open, spacious seating. We are expanding. We will have much needed meeting space for conferences and to entertain our community partners. We'll have a new and expanded cafeteria. We will have a bookstore located at Romeoville, and this facility will include expanded and much needed student support services to meet the needs of this growing community. Our Morris campus, as you may have read in the paper, our Board of Trustees recently approved a new lease for the college's education center in Morris, Illinois, moving from its current location on North Division to Shabbona Middle School. This new location is currently being set up for classes and will be open for our fall semester. The Morris Education Center currently serves approximately 300 students from the western portion of the college's district, and in this new location, we hope to double that number over the next 3 years. We will be more visible in the community and in close proximity to the Grundy Area Vocational Center and Morris High School, which are both significant benefits for our dual credit students. We will have a larger space for less cost. Our academic departments are working on offering a variety of courses that will cater to both adult and traditional age students, as well as planning for courses in the block format that many high school students are accustomed to. Additionally, there are plans to offer select certificate programs that students can complete entirely at this Morris location. The next slide is the rendering of the Shabbona School, and the college will be located in the northwest corner. We're working with our facilities team, Caroline Portlock and her team, to get the offices ready. We will occupy about 5,000 square feet, 6 classrooms, 2 of which will be computer labs. We will have our testing and tutoring space and an area for a resource area for our job seekers. And then, of course, space for our Grundy workforce services. And finally, our new JJC Event Center. The Event Center, which is being constructed on the southwest corner of main campus, adjacent to the athletic fields, will feature 2 basketball courts, configuration options for competitive basketball and volleyball tournaments, portable batting cages, bleachers, and seating to accommodate both athletic competitions and graduation ceremonies, athletic staff, off spaces, presentation room, and conditioning space. This 85,223 square foot facility is slated to be ready for the fall 2017 semester. This project was funded by bonds issued in 2013, supported by student fees, which went into effect in fall 2014. Know that for all of our buildings, we have naming opportunities for buildings, rooms, conference centers, and much, much more. If you are interested, please contact Kristen Mulvey, our Executive Director of the Foundation, and she would be happy to provide you with additional information. And we would love to see your name on the front of this building. Highlights inside. I have been fortunate enough to play and role in each of these buildings, every one that I showed to you this morning, but I would be remiss if I failed to acknowledge the great works and, again, collaboration between our architects, engineers, our legislators, the state of Illinois, our facilities construction team, and all of the faculty and staff who provided valuable input along the way. So we can't do this without you. As I close, know that we are proud of JJC's heritage and the great successes we've had throughout our 115 years. This morning, it was my goal to share with you some of the valuable ways each of you have contributed to the growth and success of the college, and most of all, our students. Highlighted before you are our photos from our culinary arts program, fire sciences, nursing and rad tech housed in this facility. I believe some of you here this morning actually participate in some of those advisory committees that support those programs as well. So your participation is truly appreciated by JJC and our students. And one more photo that truly exemplifies what we do best. The college partnered with Congressman Foster to bring U.S. Deputy Secretary of Labor Christopher Liu to campus to have a roundtable discussion on the skills gap and workforce issues with area employers. Seated around the table are Representative Natalie Manley, Senator Jennifer Bertino Tarrant, Representative Larry Walsh Jr., and Will County Executive Larry Walsh Sr. 20 area employers and our educational partners participated in this roundtable discussion on our campus. I cannot stress enough the importance of our partnerships. You help create our educational pathways and provide significant contributions to support student success. We cannot do this without you. So this is my favorite time of the year, kicking off a new semester and a new academic year. My philosophy is simple. Serving our students and our JJC community are my top priorities, and our people are our greatest assets. If there was something you saw today that sparked your interest, new innovations or opportunities you'd like to support, please give me a call. My door is always open and you are always welcome. Thank you.